Man goes through many experiences during his life journey, and the nature of life teaches him various skills. Demi Lovato's life was filled with many experiences as she went through addiction and depression, happiness and sadness, success and failure. But this did not stop her life at a certain point, or a specific event, but she continued her experiences until she became able to communicate with her inner strength to write this book that is full of inspiring words and quotes. It also includes daily lessons, meditations and ideas that helped her, and will help others to overcome the difficulties and problems of this life. Staying Strong 365 Days a Year. By Demi Lovato. Man must create a new meaning for himself in this life, and a wonderful goal that he seeks to achieve. We often hear slogans such as "I am fearfully made," and this makes a person feel frustrated and pessimistic. That is why the writer advises us to make a slogan for ourselves in this life. That is why her slogan was, "You are beautifully and wonderfully made." It's not just a slogan or an inner conversation that is similar to a monologue. Rather, it is much more than that when this feeling turns into inner peace and spiritual certainty of the beauty of our creation. In addition to the importance of this slogan in life, a person must travel and he should not look at things as non-negotiable rules. While the author was visiting many slums and deprived and isolated areas, she was able to see different things that rearranged her thoughts. She saw poverty and deprivation, and witnessed the need of many people. And this was a lesson that should be taken into consideration. She has learned to appreciate everyone who lives on earth, and not to take her work for granted. Bit to remember, creating new meaning and seeing things in a new way enables a person to have a better inner communication with himself. Any one of us may go through difficult experiences in this life. And that is not important, as it is normal to find difficulties and obstacles that will prevent us from living an easy and simple life. The writer tells us that the most important thing is to share our experiences and sufferings with others. The desire for self-harm, eating disorders, and addiction are unspeakable topics, which people often prefer not to disclose. It seems that the first way to escape from these things is to talk about them, and get them out of the zone of unspeakable topics so that those who are struggling know that the help exists and is possible. A person often tries to numb his pain by certain types of drugs, or medicines, as he thinks that these sufferings and pains of life can be removed through anesthesia and sedation. But it is more courageous to walk through the fire with your eyes open, and to stay away from these temporary solutions. So the writer was strong and courageous when she abandoned the celebration of life, which helped her to heal in a healthy way. Bit to remember, the way to success in some things is to talk about them and find the proper solutions. People have different types, backgrounds and characteristics. Some of them encourage you, and others discourage you so that you do not reach your goals. The writer confirms that she has met many people and their only mission in this life was frustration. The mission of these people and others is to test your determination, your strength, your will, and your ability to resist, so do not let them frustrate you. They are the greatest danger in this life. This does not make us forget that there are other friends who help you, and give you another taste of this life, so keep them as long as you live. Man hates fears, and always seeks to isolate himself from anything that causes him pain. We always wish, even in our imaginations, to live a quiet and safe life without any noise, deceit, and sadness. But in fact, this life does not exist, because fears are the heart of life. When the writer was a kid, her biggest fear was throwing up, and she ended up becoming bulimic. The lesson that we can learn is that a person must let his fears go, and remember that behind every fear or difficulty, there is an opportunity in his life. Bit to remember, choosing good friendships and staying away from fears helps us find opportunities in this life. Ideas have a great ability to change people. That is why the writer says that if a person changes his ideas, his whole life will change. She had depression, and she had suffered from it for a long time. She didn't get rid of depression until she remembered this saying: if you change your thoughts, your life will change. These words were like a balm on the wounds. As soon as she believed in this saying, a new world has opened up about her negative thoughts, about herself and the people around her, and changed into positive thoughts. Briefly, your present life is what you make by yourself. Is hatred the solution to get out of the state of sadness or depression? Of course not. Love is the solution to get out of continuous psychological crisis. Love is what puts everything in its right place, because it makes a person feel inner peace and deep spiritual faith. So you should make everyone you love know that you love him, tell him that, or write to him, or express your feeling in any other way. It is the therapy for any disease. Bit to remember, our lives are our thoughts. Whenever we change them, our lives change. So let us change them with love.